is pure Iranian ancient bloodline, and he's directly descended from Pope Paul III. He is from the papal nobility family, and he's from the Dukes of Castro. And Pope Paul III had 3 sons, and he gave each of them a dukedom. The Duke of Castro, the Duke of Piacenza, which is a city in northern Italy. That's where Castro's father was born.
And you've done the genealogies.
Absolutely.
So far, these people have been very good in veiling the truth and hiding it, because the Rockefellers own the University of Chicago. The Russell Trust runs Yale University. All these bloodlines control information, scholarship, and every single aspect, and sciences, of course, almost every single aspect of our lives that shape our world.
And if you go back some more into the Bible, you will also find mention of a global genocide. And so this is basically the Jesuit embrace, enfold, extinguish. It's the secret history of the Jesuits.
So now you translate Rothschilds. Yes, $700 trillion dynasty. Wow. Still running the planet till this day. They run all the central banking system. When you have these kind of people that you put in positions of power and they continue to fund and help each other, they always find a way to get back to where they want to be. So their recipe, understanding what it takes to be successful, once it's ingrained in you, it never changes. I don't care what business it is. You'll be a billionaire. I remember one of the Rothschilds, he says, we have the right to rule over people. They believe that they have the right to rule over us and to oversee us.
We are heading for something awesome and something terrible that no English language can translate how bad it's going to be. We today, like normal humans, we always see ourselves as so important. But the great gods who have been around for millions of years, they don't see us as important. We think we're important with all of our banks and hotels and military-industrial complex. All you need is a 12 on the Richter scale in Los Angeles, and it's all gone instantly. The gods themselves can cause chaos that you don't even want to think about. You want to mess with them? Like the scripture says in Isaiah, God says, you love wars, you love violence, I'm going to give you a war then. So therefore, it looks like this divine spirit in the universe that men have called God, whatever it is basically saying right now to the earth, you love violence, you love wars, you love alcohol, you love fighting, you just love war. Well, I'm going to give you a war, son, and watch what's coming. Because what's coming in the book of Isaiah said your generals will wet on their knees at what I'm going to do. So you like wars? Yeah. Well, I hope you do, because you're going to have a hell of one coming. And you're going to find out what war is really all about when you finally face to face with the gods themselves.
You can see that what you do is you pretend to be people's friends. You find out what they want, what their weakness is, and you give it to them. If they want money, you give them money. If they want sex, you arrange for that. If they want drugs, you arrange for that. Whatever it is they want, their weakness is, you feed them. And then you tell them, okay, I'm doing all this for you and I just need these little favors. And you corrupt them. And you corrupt them until you can control them. And of course, you know what they're doing, so you can always blackmail them if they try to get out of line. But basically what controls them is the knowledge that if they don't go along with you, then they lose out on all these things they like. You know, if they play ball with you, then they become rich, they become famous, they have all of their desires sated, they get everything that they want, but in a mental state which is increasingly depraved and subject to manipulation. And that's also the Venetian method, that you win by corruption. And that the thing that the empire fears most of all is an honest man who isn't corruptible because he doesn't want those things.